What is going on, YouTube? Back at it with another video, another guide. This is going to be for Act 2, or Burrell. I'm going to do hard mode. Just finished that Aegir. But, yeah. We're going to start off by making the party, the whole process in which you need to do. For support, you want to use your Raging Thunderbolt protection. For DPS, you're going to want to get at least 18 of... Where is it? This one. Swift Thunderbolt's Breath. Alright, so Act 2, hard, find party. We're going to create one. Quick, 1, 2. Coco, welcome. And then we wait. The items that you need don't really change much from Aegir. We're going to be going in there with stimulants, darks. Yeah, why not? We're going to be going in there with stimulants, darks, our health pots, and sacred charms. For gate 1, there is an item that you'll need, but they provide it to you nowadays, so you don't need to worry about getting that externally. It is in the raid, and I will show you what that item is when we get there. My apologies during the Aegir video if I didn't specify which sidereal to actually use. I really tried to during some of it. But by me saying oh yeah, you're gonna weigh here, you might not know what weigh is or Azina is. Yeah, we'll grab this up. We'll grab the suppy. Do we want the Artie? Yeah, we want the Artie. Artie's gonna do big damage. So I will try to do much better with that. Oh, already gone. His skin is different, huh? That customization looks wild. Yeah, the hardest part, once again, with any raid, is forming the party. So, if we don't make big progress in forming the party within, that 10-minute period, we're just going to try to join a group. And I'm not an overpowered support. I'm 1500 with my lightning set. So it's nothing special at all. 1500 isn't terrible to get with your... You could get your level 6 gems for free right here. You're going to go to exchange. And you got level 6 gems. You can actually buy... You can buy 5 level 7s for 100k. Which, trust me, is that's not a bad deal at all. And then you just want to work on your karma. Make sure you're level 6 across the board on your karma. And your, ooh, a Coco. There it is. There's some juice. And we'll grab the slinger. Why not? The purple Lacan pet. Alright. There's one mech in particular that is very different, normal and hard. When we get there, I will explain for Gate 1. For Gate 2, there's an extra phase in hard mode, just like there was in A-Gear.
We should move as quickly as we can.
There's a lot of trash leading up to the first gate, like boss. So you don't have to stimmy there. You can build resources on the trash.
Hurry, get on the Terpion.
I have a lot of these, and I have a lot of boxes, so it doesn't bother me that I stimmy there.
Everything is freezing over.
But if you're trying to save your pots and stuff, you can, like I said, there's a lot of trash leading up to the boss. So it's not a big deal if you don't want to stimmy there, or if you're playing a class that doesn't need to, then you don't do it. Obviously.
It's getting unbearably cold here.
But yeah.
We should hurry.
A lot of trash leading up. I could have built a full bar off of this, honestly. Or I could have awakened and got a full bar. And probably had my awaken back before the boss. But whatever. Like I said, it doesn't bother me at all. As I have 10 there. I have these guys. I have these guys. The splendid box. I have these. So I'm good. I'm good for a little bit. All right. So you're gonna want to grab these like little flower things here. And what we are going to do is we're going to replace that with our darks. Sorry. My cinematic didn't load. Oh, that's not a good start. Alright. You're going to blow your load in the beginning here. Big DPS, big DPS, big DPS. Stay behind him. Typically, you want to stay behind him. There are certain patterns that you don't want to be behind him for. Like that. You did not want to be behind him for that? Oh, and I forgot, if you're a support, instead of Sacred Charm, you want a Corrosive, and I completely forgot. Oh. So, your objective for the first couple minutes here is to destruct him, break his shield down. Luckily, that support had a Corrosive, because I was being really bad. But you see the bar underneath you, you don't want to... Anytime you take damage, you're filling up that bar. This is a Just Guard that does nothing for you, so you can literally dodge that if you want. This attack, you want to get behind him or close to him. This, we're going to get in the middle. On hard mode, you do want to clear every single spike. On hard mode, you want to clear every spike. I repeat, on hard mode, you want to clear every spike. I just awakened there to fill up my gauge so we can DPS out the jump here. You have plenty of time to go around the edge and clear all the spikes. If you don't clear out the spikes, each spike that is left will increase your frost bar. This, same thing, you just want to stay, and then you want to counter, and then you just want to go ham again. Our objective is 180 bars. But the basic attacks are essentially the same as solo. So, if you're comfortable with that, if you're comfortable with solo, then the basic attacks just don't change. They just do more damage. That Soul Fist is not doing great. And he's huge. Our first Sidereal's coming up. You want to gather behind him. Gather behind him. When it flashes yellow there, you want to Just Guard. Here, we are going to Control Z. Control Z from the jump. Now we are going to wait a little bit, and we are going to Control Z again. That'll break him twice, and it'll stun him so we can have a big DPS window. That, once again, was a Just Guard. All I did was get behind him to avoid it altogether. This is hard mode exclusive. We're gonna get to this position here. We're gonna wait 2 explosions, and then we are just going to go north and then back down. So wait 2 explosions, north, and then back to starting position. That target, you do not want to get hit with these on hard mode. It doesn't kill you, but it multiplies them. So if one person gets hit, 3 turns into 6, 6 turns into 12. Yeah, it gets a little wild. I'm doing a really bad job at supporting right now because I'm talking, but it's fine. I got hit and that multiplied, so it'll come. Now when it multiplies, it comes back to you, also like a boomerang. That's another reason why. So this mech is different on normal and hard mode. On hard mode, you have to intersect beams to the boss. Party 1 goes up, and Party 2 goes down. You wait for the beam, or you wait for the pillar, and then you're going to find the one that gives chill. So it's that one. I will stand here, and we are just staggering the boss. Stagger, stagger, stagger the boss as we are intercepting the 2 ones that give you chill stacks. You do not want to go over 20 chill. You will explode. You will kill the raid. This is another stagger check right after. You don't want to have him jump around too much. He jumps around too much. He gets 2 stacks for every time he jumps, and that is if nobody is blue. If one person's blue, I believe he gets an extra stack for that. Ugh, sorry. So yeah, you don't want him jumping around, so you want to make sure that you get that stagger like immediately. Bro. We do not want to DPS him right now because he has 9 stacks. If we DPS him down at 9 stacks, you're literally asking for a wipe. You want to DPS him now that he did an attack that caused him to use his stacks. So now he only has 3 stacks right here. I know it's a lot to remember. You don't necessarily have to remember all of it. There we go. We do the same thing. We get together, we just guard, we control Z. And when you control Z, you aim it to him. When you do the follow-up, you don't need to aim it. That is automatically, it goes in a circle, and it'll hit him. I am frozen. I'm just going to hyper here, because there is no specific time that you should save your hyper for anymore. It used to be on the second shield. Everybody just hypered it to get it down, but nowadays you don't need to. And then it is just mechanics, or basic patterns. If you did not understand, I have the target, so I am just dipping and dodging away. And I did that well. I didn't get hit. This is a counter. Oh, just missed him. Yeah, that's gate 1. It's Control Z 2 times for essentially for each shield after you just guard. If your DPS is super low, you can Infernia, which was the fire guy. I believe I want to say that was Control X. But you shouldn't have to. Yeah. Again, there is a mechanic. in Gate 2. That is hard mode. Like, hard mode hard, I should say. What is going on? Yeah, that whole stagger thing is way more convoluted than it needs to be in hard mode. Because in normal mode, you literally just stagger and you just guard. Stagger, just guard, stagger, just guard. But for hard mode, they added like 7 new steps. And it doesn't need to be like that, but it is. So. Okay. So all I'm gonna do is replace the dark grenades. Just thanking the other support for coroing, because I completely slipped my mind there. Somebody disconnect. So we're just waiting. I think that's our Makoko. Whenever I used to play Lost Ark, I used to put the camera over my chat because of things like this. For Gate 2, it's the same thing. You want lightning set on. And except for the gunslinger, apparently. Yeah, see? One big downside to group play, as opposed to just soloing, is you are so heavily reliant on the other 7 people in your raid. Like one of the first mechanics in Gate 2, which is so different in hard mode, if like a person screws up typing or something, or if somebody just doesn't like go to a position, it's a wipe. Like, yeah. He probably did better than me. I was panicking because I forgot to scroll. we're just going to go in 7 because we're not going to find another.
For this to succeed, Belshazzar must be taken care of first.
That was a just guard that I failed. This gate relies so much on your support. You want to counter those. That means go out. Come on, guys. Stack them. Stack them. You want to stack them. This is a counter. Oh, no, it's not. I lied. Not me hitting the wrong button. Oh. And... I should have been dead there. I'm not going to go over this as... This is in solo mode. But she does a lot of wild things. So once you get past phase 1 of gate 2, the raid actually becomes a lot easier. Oh my god. Where's our DPS? No. Alright, that was a terrible start. This is going to be a longer video, and I apologize. But... All right. 1, 2, G. This is a good DPS window here. Any beginning of a raid is a good DPS window there. You want to stand in the green, and then you want to dip. That is a just guard, but I decided to just DR it. Oh my lord, I am getting tossed around like a new guy in jail, bro. Why does our DPS, like, why is our DPS so trash? This, you just want to avoid this. You want to just guard the center, like, that's what your target is. As the hole closes, that was a just guard. Oh god, oh god. Okay. You want to counter Procol. Like that's the name of the game in Gate 1. You want to counter Procol. You counter Proc and less patterns happen. It's hard to explain, but she does certain patterns that are like multiplicative harder. Where is our DPS at? If you have a group like this, God. Alright, we're on phase 2. So, normal mode, you're going to go around the edge and you're going to stagger things like you do in solo mode. In hard mode, you are going to go to the outside and you're going to look at the colors. White, white, blue. That's my position. White, white, blue. And then it's a ×3 position. So if you are ×3, you are from here down to here. So 1 o'clock covers 1 o'clock. Wow, I can't talk, bruh. Party number 1 covers 3. Essentially 3. You know what I'm saying, dog. Party number 12 covers from 1 or 12 to 3. Party number 1 covers 3 to like 6. Party number 3. Uh-oh. It's ×3. It's ×3 positioning, and that's your coverage. This is a hard mode exclusive. She teleports to the middle, but only the real one is on the outside. It is always a point position, so 3, 6, 9, or 12. What the? Bro, that spin though. If you have that on you, don't turn. This is different. Also, we got our starting point. Wherever the purple is, you want to go opposite. So, we're gonna see it again. I'll explain it in more detail then. This, you just want to bring that out and get wrecked. It's just a stagger. God, I really can't talk and play at the same time. This is different too because it's not just spacebar anymore. It could be any letter. In my case, it's A. We are going to wait. We are going to stack these up right here. And then here's our first sidereal. Once you see the explosion there, you can use it. You can do it early. And I did it a little, I think I did the wrong sidereal. Let me see the options again. Oh, I did do the wrong sidereal. You're supposed to Nineveh there. It's Control X. This is such a cursed raid. But that's what's good about Lost Ark in its current state. Is like, even though this raid's going so terrible, we're still gonna clear it, right? So, alright. So I will show you. Watch where the first white is and see where purple is. So we're gonna go here. We are going to go here. We are going to go here. And then we want to go opposite of where purple is. And that is, it's always not in a row. But just so happens that like the 2 times that we had it did go in a circle. Where's my Coco? This is such a good DPS opportunity. You don't want to swing it. You really don't. You just want to stand still. Stagger, just guard, stagger, just guard. Oh, that was so close. Okay, so this, you want to get to the edge in your X3 or your X3+1 position. You want to kill the orbs. Kill the orbs, follow this down, follow this down. Kill the orbs, follow it around, follow it around. Kill the orb, follow it around, follow it around. Kill the orb, follow it around. If you're a support, you don't need to get frozen. But as a DPS, you need to work on getting frozen slowly as you're killing the orbs. It is 5 orbs altogether. What is happening? Oh my lord. Well, that's a real interpretation of what can happen during this. If I could edit, I would edit this all out, but I'm not a good editor, so deal with it. I will go over some of the mechs again.
For this to succeed, Belshazzar must be taken care of first.
Alright, just guard. Alright, so I don't have lead, but it's fine. Maybe I can actually focus on my supping skills, so nobody frickin' dies. Alright, stand in the green, stand in the green. And then you want to spacebar out, spacebar out. So you want to stand in the green until the explosion. Then you want to spacebar out of that. This is a good DPS opportunity. But you just have to be mindful of that Just Guard. That Just Guard's going to happen. You press G once the circle fills. There you go. That's what I wanted to say. You don't really want to get caught by this like that. You don't really want that. I got that counter. So you notice the purple lines during the green like safe zone mech thing. Well, those purple lines are only there because nobody countered Procol. That's why those purple lines exist. If somebody countered Procol, those purple lines would not be there. Alright, so purple, blue, purple. Purple, blue, purple. Purple. Blue, 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 blue. Yeah, this is a real representation of Gate 2. Maybe I was wrong. I'll rewatch the clip, but I could have swore it was purple, blue, purple, not purple, white, purple.
For this to succeed, Belshazzar must be
One,
taken care of.
2, guard. So once you see the saws, you can start counting. 1, 2, guard. 1, 2, guard. Now that is not accurate 100% of the time, but for me it's been pretty good. Oh my lord, I need to awaken. Yeah, I need to awaken. There we go. There we go. Now we got circle mech. So good DPS mechanic. Good DPS. Good DPS. Just guard when the yellow circle fills. Going to awaken to save that man's life. See, we countered Procol. We didn't get anybody. We didn't get any purple. Or green, I should say. Whatever. Whatever the stun thing is. Also, during that mech, you're being pushed to the outside. Yeah, you're being pushed to the outside by the thing in the center. So you want to use like abilities that'll keep you stationary. So we want to stay in, and then we go out. So it's blue, white, blue. Blue, white, blue. Blue, white, blue. We just need to pay attention to our 3. And other people should be paying attention to theirs. You can build meter off of Brel in the middle. Sorry if I'm yelling. But yeah, you could build meter off of Brel in the middle. There. Just like I did. Alright. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is what we like to see right in the beginning here. These are just guards. You want to wait about a second. When it spawns, you want to wait about a second, and then you want to hit G. This, you could just immune. Push immune. That, when you see her going crazy, and then she, like, kind of goes to a spot, she's going to explode the front of her. Oh, I forgot about that counter. That's on me. This is stagger. Once again, there's a good DPS window. You don't want to, like, if it's targeted on you, you don't want to be, like, swinging that around. You really don't. Okay, so we're going to go to the middle here. Watch, I'm going to try to explain this again. This was first. So we're going to go here first. That one was second. We're going to go here. Then we had purple, which was opposite. And then we're going to... It's easier. If you don't know what you're doing there, you can also just follow the group. They... most of the time they'll have an idea of what's going on, or they'll ping. These are big circles. You don't want to drop those in the middle like that. This is the you want to get as close to the middle as you can. One key. Those, you want to stack them. He used the right one. Huh. Oh. We almost failed that. He used, I believe it's Control X for that. We want to bring the big circles out. Yeah, it's the one in the middle. You want to use the one in the middle on that. After... I do it after the first explosion. A lot of people like to do it right as the second explosion's happening. I don't like to chance it. So I do it right after the first explosion. You just Control X, and you have to aim it right down the middle. And if everybody stacks appropriately, you'll kill those spikes without a single issue. Oh, I didn't see where that was. So we're going to go here. We are going to go around. Then we are going to go back. So it all depends on your starting position and where the purple is. Our starting position was up there. Our purple was next to it. So I mean, yeah, you're not gonna start and then go back. It won't make sense. So that's the best way to explain it. It's your starting position and where the purple is. Once again, you want to get to the outside.
Watch out. Belshazzar is absorbing the magic.
So as a DPS, if you have one on the outside, you want to step in this to kill it. As a support, you want to not do that. You want to get 3 stacks. 3 stacks, you'll freeze. Relax, my guy. And then it's an easy stagger check. Easy stagger check for the middle. If you are a support, you want to hide behind your closest friend. And once the explosion happens, you want to set them free by just auto-attacking. That's all. That is an ability that by now supports have most supports have come to the consensus of just most supports have come to the consensus of just doing it, DRing it. This attack, party 1 goes right and party 2 goes left, or other way around. Party 1 goes left and party 2 goes right. If you have the things, the circles under your feet. Yeah, if you have the circles under your feet, you stand towards the back. Right there, the sidereal he used was Control Z for a little bit of extra damage. And then I don't believe he used the follow-up. I don't think we had the follow-up to use. But when you Control Z, you just want to aim it. It really depends on your damage of the party, though. Most of the time, you won't even have to. This is a great DPS window. You just dodge the red circles, and you just guard these. So, oh my god, stop spinning. You don't want to spin. You never... This is a boss that like really teaches you patience. So when you get her down to 0 on hard mode exclusive phase, when you get her down to 0 on hard mode, everybody gathers up on the outside. You wait 2 explosions and you spacebar into the middle. And then it's the same patterns. The same patterns you were just doing. And there's one different pattern. This. So the first one, you wait until the circle fills and then you just guard. Wait until the circle fills and just guard. The first one. I will... There's many different ways to avoid that. And I will go over them as time comes. Don't worry. Because I think we're going to be seeing that again. This, you want to look away. You can tell when she's going to do those mechanics by her meter, right? 100% of her meter, you want to look away. Or actually, I lied. Every time she fills her meter to 100, she does either the Just Guard or the look away. Now this is going to be the Just Guard. Now I'm going to show you how to avoid it the natural way. So, if you get to the outside of the Just Guard, and then you want to stay on the outside until the explosion happens, and it won't hit you. So that's another way you can dodge that. You just want to stay on the outside. You can also hyper awaken it, and that'll avoid all the damage too. That was such a scuffed run. There's also a special Nineveh that you can do at the end, where when everybody's looking away and she's like throwing orbs around, you can aim Nineveh at her, and it'll take like 50 bars from her. It's kind of insane. All out. All out. How much is that? 4,700. It's not worth it. Yeah, I mean that was a rough run, but I mean I wanted to be realistic, you know. You can't just join a run and be done with it in 20 minutes every time. It's not a realistic expectation, especially when you're playing with a community and you're reliant on 7 other people in the raid to know what they're doing as well. It's just not a realistic expectation, and anything can happen too. Like I disconnected the first pull of gate 2 or whatever that was. We were waiting on the Mokoko to join back. Like, literally anything can happen, and it does happen. So, if you're playing, you just gotta be mindful of those things. Try not to be toxic. People are playing the game just as you are playing the game. This is what they wanted to spend the rest of their night doing after a long day work, or you know, they just got home from school, you know. So just try to have fun. Once again, I'm sorry for the scuffed man, I am tired. My apologies for the explanations maybe being as terrible as they are. Maybe the sidereals are slightly wrong, but I think for the most part the gist of it is there. And if you need help outside of what I showed and provided, there's plenty of guides on like when to use sidereals. Oh, I'm yawning. My bad. But yeah, there's plenty of things that are available to us. So, alright, that's gonna do it. An hour long, bro. Yeah, that was exciting. Peace.